Hi, welcome to my channel. Let's talk about the first episode of the third season of From. Also, this episode is sponsored by me and my book I'm Not Broken. I will write the blurb down below. Hope you can check it. It's available on Amazon and it's free to download if you are subscribed to Kindle Unlimited. So let's continue with the video. Okay, I am a fan of the TV show. I really like it. I'm not really sure about this first episode. I don't know what I was expecting, but let's start with some things that happened, and then I will tell you my thoughts. So first, we're back with Tabitha, and she's back in the real world. She calls her mom. She's super sad. She's crying. She's very sentimental about it, and she's very confused because she doesn't know why she's back. What is she supposed to do from there? And that's my question as well. And so far, it hasn't been answered. We see Jade, which I predicted is way more obsessed with the symbol, to the point that he's really kind of losing his mind. He's like, I need to figure it out. I need to figure it out. Just like the guy from the photograph that Victor talked about. We find Tabitha's family trying to find her, to the point that Ethan was missing and they finally find him. And they're like, okay, you're staying. And Jim is like, I have to find her. I have to go to the forest looking for her. And I think it's a little bit weird that Victor didn't tell them, like, hey, she took this magical tree to get to the lighthouse. But at the same time, I get it. He's not very talkative. He's like, I did what I did, and whatever's going to happen is going to happen. Fine. And Ken is like, okay, I'm going with him, and because he's a nice guy, and that should have clued me in on what was about to happen. But anyway, then we have this talk about how they are running out of food and they had a few crops left, and they were kind of hopeful that they were going to last them for a little while, and then they find out they are all rotten. All of them had gone bad. So they start freaking out. The people from Fromville, the other people, start freaking out as well, shit, what are we going to do? And so they ransack pretty much the few supplies that they had left. This episode, I really didn't like it that much because it really felt like a horror movie, horror movie logic with the characters. Some of them were like, why are you doing this? But anyway, we also get Tabitha finding something in the lunchbox that Victor gave him, which I thought was incredibly cute. But it was his address, and I was like, oh, because first I thought that maybe Victor had been born in that town, in Fromville, but I was wrong. And so she's like, I know where to go, because first I was like, why is she in Maine? Why did she have to wake up in Maine? And then we find out that that's where Victor is from. So she finds that address in the lunchbox. And by the way, what the hell with the pastor in the church following her and be like, hey, talk to me, you're supposed to be that's why you have this wall thingy in between you, so it's a little bit more private and stuff. And then he follows her, but then again, just because of that, she finds the address. I thought that was really nice, a nice touch. And then she goes to that address and she finds Victor's father, which I thought was very interesting. I wasn't expecting that at all. And then it happened. You know what I mean. This is where I'm like, why did you do that? You are smarter than that. And it's nighttime again. They're saying we are going to have to eat the animals, that's our last resource. And they were very conflicted about it, but they're like, if we don't, we die. And so at night, very smartly, very smart, very demure, the monsters let the animals out. And I'm like, fuck, are they going to kill them? What's going to happen? Or they're just going to be loose and they're going to find them in the forest? No, they see them, that they are outside, the cows and the goats, and they decide to go after them. And I was like, no, wait till morning, just wait, you have to wait. Which probably it was a bait, obviously. And I'm thinking that if they didn't decide to go after the animals right away, maybe the monsters were going to start to kill them to really lure them out. But now they immediately are like, we need them, we need them. And I get that, like I get that, but what I would have done, for example, Boyd was in the like in his office. I forget the name, and this building with Jade, because Jade was like really really bad mentally, and he was very drunk and everything. They go out to get the cows, and then they see the goats and everything, and they are like, we have to take them back to the stables, to the their place. And I'm like, no, don't do that. That is very far away. Take them where you are. Like the door is wide. They could have gotten the cows inside the office or inside some houses. Like the goats could have fit inside a house or two, like just take them to the nearest building. Why do you need to take them all that way? And I was like, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. This is going so bad. So they start doing that, going all the way, and I'm like, no, you have several buildings in there. Just take them in whenever you can. Just take them. And then Ken's mom, I forgot her name. I wrote it, but it's in my computer. It's not on right now, so I'm sorry. Tai Chen. I'm not sure. I'm so sorry. I will write her name somewhere in here. And she's in there helping. And the more they were trying to get the animals back, I was like, she's going to die. She's so dying. Why? Because I love her. She's so nice. She's so smart. She's super kind. Like, I love her. She's like one of the best people in Fromville. And they were taking their sweet time, taking the cows. And even Boyd is like, you go ahead or go back. I don't remember. And she's like, no, I'm staying with you. And I'm like, she's dying. They get to the place where they keep the cows, and it's open. They get inside and they put the rock, but I was like, they are inside. They are inside, because nothing was stopping them from getting inside, right? And he puts the rock, and then they talk, and he turns around. Boyd turns around, and they are there. Like the stone is useless, and I'm like, damn it! Like, Ken's mom is dying. She's dying. They are not killing Boyd, right? And they are like, oh, we can't break you. I bet we can. And they get Ken's mom and they start torturing her. Why? Ken was already having a lot of problems with Boyd, of course. And now that Boyd let his mom die, because everything was so stupid. Get everything, get all the stock, the livestock, anywhere inside. Just do that. And no, they just, brains zero, thoughts nowhere to be seen. And they get to her, and we saw a little bit of that in the past season when they started just torturing people for pleasure and not just killing them. And I was like, okay, that is a callback, or that was like, something that we were going to see from now on, just them torturing people instead of just killing them straight away. And they start torturing and killing Ken's mom. I couldn't. I was so sad, and I was like, everything happened because you are so stupid. You didn't know that was bait, and even if you did, you did everything wrong. You were so stupid. I truly felt like I was watching a very bad horror movie. Like, think a little bit. And of course, she died. She died, and I am so sad. Maybe, good thing. Maybe if she died, maybe she's back into the real world. Although I do not know if the type of death that you have has anything to do where you end up. Maybe if the monsters kill you, you don't go back to the real world. Maybe you do. I hope she's back to the real world now that she's dead, because I do think that is the way out, right? Tabitha fell, she died, she's back. So maybe that's like a comfort thing for me, that maybe she's back. She's alive and she's fine. But oh my god, torture and the screaming, it just I can't. I am so angry at Boyd. Everything was so stupid. I get the animals were important, but you are more important. What the hell are you doing? And she dies, and the Boyd is going to be traumatized. Ken is going to be even more traumatized. And that was the ending of the episode. yeah, it could have been better choices could have been made, and I am angry. But anyway, we got some answers. Tabitha is actually outside. Victor's dad is alive and well and in Maine, which reminded me a little bit of Stephen King. Because all of his stories, like most of his stories, are in Maine. I also thought it was strange, like a lot of people are very iffy about the old woman that arrived on the bus, and there was this kid, I forget his name, and he was having a nightmare, like he was trying so bad not to fall asleep because he was so scared, because the last time he almost died, and he was dreaming that he was falling asleep when he was already asleep. And then she sees that woman, like the creepy one that tried to drown him, and the other old lady, like the lady from the bus, was like, is that what you see? Is she what you see? She's very creepy. And I'm like, what the hell is this actually happening? And then the kid wakes up, again photo for reference because I forget his name. um and then he wakes up and he's fine, but I thought it was weird that she was in there in the dream, like the old lady. So now I am like, there is something wrong about that lady. I don't know what yet, but yes, definitely something very wrong. So yes, these are my thoughts and like a short recap of the episode. I'm waiting for the second one. Hopefully it will be better. Again, I just didn't like the choices that Boyd made, and a few of the townspeople. I really like that guy, the guy from the bus. Again, photo in here. I don't like him, but I like that he helped and he got people to safety. I think it was Sarah, Ethan, and the sister. I forgot them. I forget her name. He saved them, and so that's nice. That's cool. I think he's nice, but a little bit out there, like a little bit egotistical, if you ask me. But he's fine. He's a good kid, I think. Just a little bit dumb, but yeah. These are my thoughts, and I didn't like it because of that death. And but I'm still curious. I still want to watch the next episodes, and hopefully things will pick up. And yeah, we will get more answers, especially from Tabitha's point of view, because what the hell is happening in there. And the boy in white is there, so he can move around, or maybe he can move because of Tabitha. And yeah. I will see you later. Hopefully the next episode will bring us more answers. And yes, I will be seeing you later. I hope you have a nice week and take care. See you. Bye.